say, I'm a new kid on the block, but they jump still. I got skills with the rock.
And you be Austin like Steve Austin. Steady flossing, we cash her from hitting mash burn.
On the break, you want me to take it? He's still with a left, right, he should look.
More steals than Ricky hid from the Pac-10.
I ain't new to this, I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy? But ain't nothing going on but cash and me ballin'. But I guess they all is cause they hear a brother fallin'. Don't sweat it, everything's gonna be alright. Let's go back a few years to be exact. High school, the fools didn't know how to act. This ain't Joe's, the host treated me different. But I was good.
Who would have thought, Kendrick? All we had to do was not do a pregame and a halftime show, and the Mavericks come out with a W. That's all it took.
Yeah, man. I would say that I'm shocked, but yeah, I'm shocked. I mean, all of us last night basically counted this as a loss. A loss tonight. But listen, man, I did say this at the end of the show. Listen, you got to get a win. You got to find a way to get a win. It don't matter who's suiting up. If Luka and Kyrie is gonna be out the month, then say hey, they out the month and then let it be. When they get back, they get back. And then you go ahead and go ahead and play this out, and whatever happens. But you got to get a win. You can't feel sorry for yourself. I talked about this with you guys. You guys agreed. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you in this league. You got to go out here and find a way to get a win. And this was it was a pride win, man. It was a pride win tonight, man. It was all hands on deck, circle the wagons win. And they needed it. I don't know what's going to happen the next game, but for tonight, Mavs got to win. They break that 5-game losing streak, and that's always a good thing, man, because as this losing streak kept going, morale was getting lower and lower.
Well, get a good look at downtown Dallas right now because the storm is moving in from what I've been hearing. It's gonna be a clear day tomorrow, about 4:00 a.m. Thursday morning. This matter of fact, when we come on Thursday night for the Trailblazers game,
it won't be looking like
snow.
This.
It won't be snowy and white and ice everywhere and all kinds of stuff.
Get your last look on this show because it won't be looking like that next time we come on the broadcast.
You know what? The cam might not even be working.
It may be ice cubes and icicles all over the thing. Frozen leaves and everything, man.
Storm is here, and we are.
If you got any stew soups or porridge or whatever stuff in the pot, go get it out the freezer and eat it now, man, because ain't no DoorDash coming. Ain't nobody driving in this stuff. DoorDash.
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah, they'll come, but they're gonna be coming. They're gonna be coming real slow.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tear my car. Give you no cheeseburger. But anyway, speaking of tearing up, the Mavericks tore up the rims tonight with the 3 ball.
Well, it was raining. Wasn't it raining 3? Wasn't it? It was snowing 3s in there tonight.
And that's proof, Walt. What this game is. This game we talked about it. The Raiders might not like it. Fans may not like it, but this is a 3-ball game. If you're hitting your threes, you got a chance to win. If you're not, you pretty much don't have a chance to win. And the Mavericks had their 3-point weapons on full assault tonight, making 18 out of 38 for 47%. That'll get it done. Meanwhile, the Lakers 11 out of 35 for 31%. That's pretty much the ball game. But hey, another thing I was looking at, Walt, that kind of led to the Mavericks win. Well, what we always say, the Mavericks were always winning out for the first quarter, and then turn around, they trail in the second, and they get obliterated in the third. Well, actually, they turned that thing around. They lost the first quarter, and then they turned it around and won the second, obliterated the Lakers in the third, and then ended up finishing them off in the fourth. So that 5-game losing streak kind of flipped tonight, as the Mavericks did to the Lakers what the other teams been doing to them in this 5-game losing streak. So hats off to the Mavs. They won the second, won the third, and won the fourth. Going away. Big games by Quentin Grimes. He's making himself some money this season. 23 big points, 8 out of 17, bouncing back. Jaden Hardy bouncing back. It's just a bounce back for everybody. Good
Nico
team when they
Harrison
needed it.
is playing mind games today. You see that he's considering trading players like Grimes and Cleaver, and the whole team goes crazy. Great win.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. You gotta go into more detail with that, Ali.
Yeah. Because I mean, Kendrick's got these unlimited sources over there at the what's the name that we don't know about. So his sources tell him about this. You know,
listen,
spying on Kyrie that they probably overlooked this story.
Listen, my sources weren't in touch with me because I was at work. Trying to get money.
Weren't you at work yesterday when they seen the found a way to get in touch with you to talk to you about this Kyrie situation?
I mean, it's kind of funny how you're not letting that go. I mean, I didn't know you were such a fan.
I'm just trying to figure out how your people overlook this one.
I will say this. You know, it's kind of funny how I say things and guys get a little act right in them. You know, I said things about Max and Cleveland. You know, when he turned around and all of a sudden,
and maybe I'm putting it together. Is Ella Indy your source?
No,
is that what you're talking right here?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm just saying. Remember, I made the comment about. First, I made the comment that it was some stuff going on after Utah Jazz game. People didn't believe me. That it was some issues talking to a certain player about his weight, and all of a sudden the guy takes off and he loses about 10 pounds. Then we had the story about Maxi Kleber, how he had an injury, something in the shower, and I said, well, sometimes rough sex is not the best sex. And then all of a sudden he's back in the lineup. And then, said about Kyrie, you couldn't find him anywhere, and all of a sudden he's sitting on the bench cheering on his team. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
well, I'm trying to figure out. I mean, Ali here has got the story behind the scenes about Quentin Grimes and what's that being traded, and you don't. I mean, what's going on? So your people only work. Your people only working when it's pertaining to watching Kyrie Irving in practice and telling you what he's doing in practice. They can't tell you, stuff that's going on with Nico and stuff like. I get it.
See, there you go, man. I understand you sensitive about Kyrie. It's okay.
I'm trying to figure out the smear job that we're doing.
When it comes to me, I don't care about any of these guys. Whatever the scoop is the scoop.
Okay.
But let me tell you something.
Kyrie was jumping a lot. I don't think he's really injured. He's hurt, but not injured.
Well, listen. You may wish my scoop was actually true, because if I'm reading up on this injury he has, if he's got a lumbar, that's sort of like a bulging disc. What that is, whoa, he can wake up tomorrow. I'm just saying, he can wake up tomorrow and be fine, ready to go. If they got a game and play, or as he's getting to the arena, he can turn a certain way. And he can just lock up on him. And he's sitting there. He may be out for a week or two. So that's some bad news. So when they say it may be longer than 1 or 2 weeks, it could be the same thing as Luka just got arrested. That's not good, because anytime you talk about bulging discs and stuff like that, and lumbars and stuff like that, that's not good. So hopefully, hey, he gets rested. The inflammation in the disc subsides, and he gets back. But that's not good when you talk about something like that. I was talking to somebody who was telling me about what that. What's the problem with it? And I will tell you this: I talked to somebody who I know about that sort of situation, and that's one of my relatives who does work at a hospital. Not gonna tell what the hospital is, and that's what that person told me when I asked them about that. So I'll give you that sort.
Interesting. So you talked to your people about Kyrie Irving's back injury, but you couldn't find out about this trade stuff that's going on. It's all right. I get it, though. That's not important. What's important is
listen, let me tell you something. I hope it happens. I've been trying to trade Maxi Kleber off this team for the last 5 seasons. Or maybe longer than that. So, hey,
just trying to figure out what type of reporting you're doing here? What type of journalistic?
I'm doing biased and unfair journalists. That's what we do at bFb. At least
Clear.
some of us do. At least some of us do
Clearly.
at bFb, DFW. At least others not just fans. You know,
Oh.
we're actually trying to be fair and unbiased to anybody. You know,
Oh.
just trying to give it. We're trying to give everybody information. That's all.
Mm.
Everybody information.
You must be talking about yourself there with that last comment, but it's neither here
Oh,
nor there.
no.
We got PJ Washington. He's done some talking already. Let's go to PJ here. He had to say about tonight's win against the Lakers. Let's get this out of the way early.
I want
just allowed y'all to get going offensively tonight.
We were downhill. We put guys in the pick and roll that we wanted to put in the pick and roll, and we got good shots. Everybody played together. We got in the paint, and good things happened.
I think Clay had 3 threes there, like a minute and a half right at the end of the first half. Do you feel like that, like loosened things up or breathed a little life into what you guys were doing?
For sure. I mean, obviously Clay's a great player. When he gets going, it makes it a lot easier for us. I thought Q had a great game. Spence had a great game. Hardy, a lot of us played well, even Maxey. So everybody had big minutes and everybody stepped up to the table tonight.
PJ, how does it feel just to start this homestand with the win and snap that 5-game losing skid?
It feels good. Obviously, it doesn't feel good losing 5 games, but to win tonight felt really good. So obviously we need to build on it and just get back to work.
You said this team didn't have any flow last night. Did you see a difference out there tonight?
Yeah, we played together, moved the ball well, got in the paint, and created for each other. And obviously our offense was flowing. So the defensive end was a lot easier. Everybody was connected, talking to each other, and that's how we got to play every game.
You mentioned it at the start, but when you guys are literally just every single possession getting Austin Reeves or connect in the pick and roll, getting that switch, what does it take? I mean, it's the exact same thing that you guys are doing over and over. Does it take concentration or focus or something to keep running that, that consistently?
Yeah, I mean, if it's not broke, we can't fix it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we just got to keep doing the same thing when it's working, and when it's not, obviously go to something different. Credit to Spence. I thought he played a great game as point tonight. Got everybody involved, got some rebounds, had a great game. So we're going to need that from him going forward, and I'm just happy we got a win tonight.
Overall, what'd you see from Quentin Grimes? Do you guys enjoy watching him as much as I think the fans sometimes do?
No, for sure. I mean, I always tell him to be aggressive. He's my locker mate. When I was at Kentucky, I hosted him on his visit, so that's my guy. And I always encourage him, tell him to be himself. And I'm just proud of him. I can't wait to keep seeing what he does this season.
How come you didn't get him to commit?
I don't know. I think I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but y'all know he went to Kansas, so it's all good.
From y'all being locker mates this season, what would you say that you've learned most about him as not only a player but a person, getting to know him?
Just his work ethic and how much he wants it. Obviously, he's a young player in this league, trying to make a name for himself. So I'm just excited to help him in any way that he can, and obviously be like a big brother to him. He had a great game tonight, so I'm excited for him, and I just want him to keep being aggressive.
Jay, kind of a generic question, but what's the mindset like going up against a legend like LeBron James?
Just treat it like any other game. Obviously, he's a great player, one of the best to ever play the game. So you got to prepare a little different, but I mean, you just got to go out there like he's a regular player and attack him just like anybody else.
Did you hear that one comment? We all play good tonight, even Maxey.
I guess it's not just me.
Yeah. Did you hear? I thought I was wondering if you caught that.
Yeah,
Y'all play good tonight,
yeah,
even Maxey.
Yeah, man. He was aggressive tonight. He actually looked for a shot. Finally, if you're gonna be out there on the damn court, you got to look for your shot, because when you pass up shots, you bog down the offense. And the Mavericks don't have. Listen, it's gonna be hard to get offensive possessions when you don't have your 2 best players in there. Anyway, but you can't pass up shots. Just shoot them. Even if you miss it, shoot it. And then, like I said, he had 5 points tonight, but he actually took 3 shots tonight, which is a far improvement, because usually he takes 1 or none. But as far as PJ, man, he was hitting the 3 ball good tonight. Actually, he was perfect. He was 3 of 3. He was 9 of 14 for the field, 3 of 3 overall, and did a pretty decent job on LeBron, even though he had that dunk and Reggie Miller, and Reggie Miller acted like it was the greatest thing. It was the greatest thing since Dr. J's scoop dunk he had in the finals.
Well, that was a nice dunk though. That was a nice
I mean,
dunk though.
at the end of the day, it was just 2 points.
Oh wow. Whoa, man.
Hey, it's just 2 points. I mean, yeah. Listen, the Mavericks, they needed this win. They came in with the mindset we got to get a win. We're not gonna feel sorry for ourselves tonight. And people could say, well, the Lakers took them out. I don't care. Find a way to get the win. If teams gonna take you lightly, they use that to your advantage. If the Mavericks did that, good for them. Like great games all the way around for everybody. Good game. Stars up for everybody. Walt. Dinwiddie, Klay Thompson hitting those threes, especially at the end of the second quarter. You even had Jaden Hardy with his 3 straight threes. Every time the Lakers trying to get it close, the Mavericks would do something, hit some shots to pull it back within a 13 to 14 average until the end of the fourth quarter. But props up to everybody. Everybody played well tonight. Everybody contributed offensively and defensive tonight in a big win. Like I said before, the Mavericks by the quarters got better each quarter as it pertains to against the scoring average against the separating against the Lakers, and all that's great. So yeah, got his win, and then got a game against Portland. Listen, same thing applies. Go out there and do whatever you can to try to get a win, try to get to 22-16, man. But it is a big win because now it shifts it. So now the Mavericks was 6th, now the 5th. So getting that win. So the Lakers came in 5th, the Mavericks was 6th, now it's flipped, and the Mavericks are 5th, and the Lakers are 6th. And with the Denver Nuggets playing the Boston Celtics without Aaron Gordon and Joker. No, you're not assuming anything. We just saw the Mavericks beat the Lakers, but you kind of thinking
Joker was a late scratch because of illness.
Yeah, you kind of thinking Boston should get a win, and that should drop the Denver Nuggets a game closer back to the Mavericks. So could end up being a good night, but it doesn't mean anything unless you take care of Portland. On
all right,
Thursday.
well, we got Coach Kidd right now. Let's go to him. Hear what he had to say about tonight's matchup. What an actually good coaching job by Coach Kidd. You didn't bring that up tonight.
Listen,
great coaching job.
Hold on, Walt. Before we go to Coach, I've been hearing some stupid comments on social media, and some by some local media about should Coach Kidd lose his job.
Man, we hear that every year. Yeah, we hear that every year.
No, I know, but it's stupid. The man at two out of his last 3 years, he took you to 2 Western Conference Finals and NBA Finals. Will you cut that? Excuse my friend. Will you cut that bullshit? Will y'all stop?
No, you're gonna hear that every year. You're gonna hear that every year.
This is stupid. Okay, go ahead and fire him. See how long he stays unemployed, because I guarantee it's 10 to 15 teams right now. We knocking on his door. Please stop that.
Oh, I know one city you're going to right now. They fired JJ Redick to hire Jason Kidd.
Yeah, you sound ignorant right now. Good grief. Go ahead and go to Coach.
My coach. That is stupid. He's earned a coaching job here and there. He's earned his coaching. You're gonna hear it every year, chicken. I mean, they go on a lose streak, it's fire Coach Kidd. Remember everybody was fired? Was fire Coach Kidd before they turned around? Before they turned around and went to the playoffs.
They tried to fire that man. I mean, I'm finna say within the first 2 months of his when he was here starting in Dallas. But it's
right.
That's stupid.
Well, here's Coach Kidd, a man a coach who's not getting fired. So here's Coach Kidd. Let's check him out.
Just what you like about what you guys were able to do tonight.
Yeah, I thought the guys executed the plan. I thought Spencer's intent from jump ball was really, really good. His pace, knowing when to go, the ball touching the paint, and then we shot the ball straight tonight, being able to shoot the 3. And I thought a lot of people touched the ball, and we didn't settle. So I thought the offense was really, really good, but the defense was even better. Being able to limit those guys to one tough shot, it's not easy to do. That's a really good team, and they're playing well right now.
How about the defense on LeBron James?
What's that?
It's on LeBron James.
Yeah, I thought the guys, everybody who guarded him, did a good job. He's the best to do it. He's going to settle, not settle, but he's going to make a run and make a push. And in that third quarter, we we knew he was coming, and so I thought the guys did a good job of trying to make it tough on him.
There was a moment there in the second when Clay hit 3 straight threes. He hit 3 straight threes from Hardy in the third. Just how big are those moments when you're able to put up just a lot of points in a short amount of time?
Yeah, you look at Clay gets going there, he hits three, and then Hardy. I thought the execution, being able to run the play after scoring was at a high tonight, and we've talked about that as a group. Can we run it again? And if there's something else presents itself, can we take advantage of that? And I thought the group did a really good job with that. I think finding Clay when he got those threes, and then being able to get Hardy those threes in the slot. I thought Spencer did a really good job of getting the switch and then being able to play make.
When we talk about Grimes, how have you seen his role kind of evolve from the start of the season to now you're relying on him a little bit more?
Yeah, we're relying on him heavily to be able to be patient, to understand the new system. He's shooting the ball, he's driving the ball, and then defensively being able to guard. And then one of the things I don't think we talk enough about is his ability to come back and help us rebound as a guard. And so his toughness, and he's playing at a high level right now for us, and we need that, especially with a couple guys that are out.
Specifically, what have you liked with his performance off the bench?
Yeah, just another score. I love the bounce back game that he had tonight. Numbers-wise, he didn't shoot the ball well yesterday, but I thought today, as a shooter, you got to forget about it. And he came in and it was aggressive, and he made a lot of big shots for us. But just his calmness and his he's a great teammate and a great player to coach, and so it's been a lot of fun to getting to know him in the ups and downs of a season. They're not always going to be ups, and so you kind of learn even more about a player's character when things aren't going, for the team in a positive way. And I thought Q is doing a great job for us, being positive. I thought someone said it best, one of the media members. I thought, when you look at PJ, I think he said it was, give this group some time. This is a new group, a lot of injuries. We're learning each other. We're asking guys to change their role, to make a pivot. And guys have been in a positive state. The energy is great. We believe every time we take the floor that we can win, but also knowing sometimes you don't, but can you learn from that? It's a long season. And so I give PJ a lot of credit for that voice in that locker room right now of keeping guys together.
You mentioned the rebounding. How much, obviously good night tonight. How much can that help to compensate when you're missing some obvious scoring punch?
Yeah, well, it's a team rebound. I think Maxey is not going to be talked about, but I thought he did an incredible job of boxing out, being able to be physical. AD's not easy. He's one of the best players in the league, and I thought he made it tough on him tonight. And then also his ability to play make. We won't always call Maxey a playmaker, but his ability to put the ball on the floor and make plays for guys to get open threes was big for us tonight.
Speaking of Maxey's playmaking, is him putting the ball on the deck and attack and close out something that y'all been looking for more out of him?
I don't think we're looking for it. We've asked him to do it. We've asked everybody to redrive the ball. You look at the teams that are really good in this league, they don't settle on the first three. They get the wide open three. And so that's something that Maxey, as you can see, is comfortable putting the ball on the floor. He's moving extremely well, and not just making plays for his teammates, but being able to get to the rim and finish. And so we've asked everybody, but Maxey has been one that's done it at a high rate right now for us.
Jason, the phrase being ready when your name is called and making the most of your minutes are phrases we hear often, but specifically when it comes to B. Will, what have you liked, what have you seen from him this season, off the court even, to prepare him for his minutes on the court?
Yeah, B. Will's been great. He's a pro. He couldn't have a better situation of being able to be around two of the best at his position and to be able to learn, to be able to guard. And so he's been ready to come in, not being in the rotation, to being ready to play for us, and he's has a positive energy about himself, and he wants to learn, he wants to be good, and so we're very lucky to have him.
You guys have been entrusted stretches of the offense to Derek Lively as the hub, kind of at the elbow or high elbow. Would he have been able to do that when he first joined you guys? Is this like how much has he improved in that area?
Well, I think he would say yes, could do that when he got here. Players are always going to say they can do more. But I think, and I would probably agree with him, there's got to be a little trust there. But his playmaking skills, some would say he grew up being a point guard or a guard and grew a little bit and now had to play center. And so he's one of our best passers, identifying the back door. He's very comfortable with making that play. Also, he's very comfortable under pressure with the DHO, with the other guys. And so his next step, we're not going to say he's going to be the next Joker, but being able to play make and turning down that first guy or being able to, be aggressive to look to score for himself as much as he does for his teammates. And so I think there's a progression, for him to go through. And just like we're going to let him shoot threes at some point. But it's just doing what he can do for the team right now, and that's, playmaking and protecting the rim, and he's doing that for us.
Could you talk about how the team kept the turnovers to a minimum for a majority of the game?
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Our goal is 13 or lower, and so if we can take care of the ball and get a shot, they're not always going to make the shot, but if we can keep the opponent out of transition and let us set our defense, it gives us a chance. And so the guys have taken that, seriously here in the last two games, and that's something that, with our two quarterbacks out, there's others that have to participate and make decisions. And so, again, we'll keep talking about that as we go forward until we can get our three quarterbacks back. And then, but again, I thought the guys did a great job with pace, knowing when to run, and then being able to execute the offense in the half court and making sure that we got a shot.
What do you see as the next step for Hardy?
The next step? Being consistent. That's everybody's, goal is to be consistent, and he's turning the corner. He was playing well before the injury, and so just understanding coming back, I think he's one that can score the ball, being able to play make, and then also defensively, he's another one that has taken the right steps in improving on the defensive end.
When you talk about him taking that next step on defense, what specifically would you say he's gotten better at?
Yeah, just recognizing, what's coming, and then the physicality, being able to play bigger guys in the post, and then also just the physicality of coming back. I thought he tried to take a charge. That's the right play. Maybe he might have been just a second late, but the thought of being able to see that play developed, just shows his growth.
You had a moment there with JJ Redick. It's your first time coaching against him. Just what you observe from just being out there next to him?
Yeah, JJ is one of the young coaches in this league that understands the game at a high level, and I thought again they're playing well, and so this was a great test for us. He runs, he has AD and LeBron, but in Reeves, and so they got guys that can put the ball in the basket. So he's doing a good job.
That was Coach Kidd's post game interview. Kendrick, you got any strife with what Coach Kidd was saying there?
No. Interesting comments about Derek Live, and we talked about this before last season with D Live, that he has more offensive mastery. He has more offense in him than what he's showing right now. They want him to just play defense, be defensive stopper, and run the pick and roll, dive to the basket and lob over top of the head. Maybe, and sometimes, but you can see the talents there with this post game, with the hook shots over either arm, the playmaking. Listen, I said it before. Somebody told me this at the end of last season. We talked about it, and I'm gonna say it again. He has the offensive. I talked to a guy to say he has the offensive capability, not to be as good as Anthony Davis, but kind of be in between that Anthony Davis like Miles Turner, a guy that can big enough to shoot threes, but you can give it to him in the high post, and he can go get you a bucket. And that's the goal. They're taking their time with them, but that's the ultimate goal because I keep saying, I put this on Twitter and people look at me like I'm crazy. But I said in the future, this team
You
is
sure I'm
not
doing a
is
lot
going
of
to
talking
go.
lately to people.
This
But keep
this
going.
team this team is going to go as far in the future. Talking about 3 or 4 years from now, as far as Derek Lively takes them, not Luka. His development is going to tell how open this how open this run can go for the Mavericks. That's why he's very important, not just to the Mavericks present, but very important to the Mavericks future.
Yeah, that yes, and you have brought that up before. All right, one of your favorite Mavericks has done some talking. A guy who you've become fond of here tonight, although you didn't know that his name came up in trade conversation because your snitch over there didn't tell you about this. But Quentin Grimes is up.
Wow. Really?
So let's go to Quentin Grimes and hear what he has to say. We know he's safe on your radar because his name doesn't come up in your people's
I
name.
like
But
GQ,
it's all
man.
right.
I like GQ.
Yeah, I know you like QG. Of course you like him. You guys
Yeah.
don't do a report on him. You only do a report on Kyrie, but it's all right. Here's Quentin Grimes.
Glad y'all to get rolling into a little bit of rhythm offensively tonight.
Yeah, I feel like we came out with the right mindset as a team. You know what I mean? JK wants to make sure getting to the play simple basketball, getting into actions that kind of benefit everybody and just keep it simple. Like, I feel like we kind of got away from it the last couple of games, but we did a good job as a team, and I was just kind of the beneficiary of it tonight.
Are you like feeling like you guys are settling into new roles, as you go through these games without Kyrie and Luka? Does it feel like that at all?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's tough. Just the first kind of fight we had Kai, and then you don't have Kai, then he's out for a couple weeks, and Gaff goes down yesterday. So we're just kind of just taking it game by game. But like we know, Luka's going to be out for a little while. Kai's going to be out for a little while. So just holding that down as a team. And right now, I feel like we had a really good group tonight, and just carrying that over to Portland and then Denver next 2 games.
Under these circumstances, for you, do you feel like there are no changes offensively? Are you more aggressive offensively, or how do you feel like that dynamic works?
Yeah, just having 2 superstars out definitely gives me more opportunity to be more aggressive. And not hunt threes more, but have more opportunity to be aggressive, looking for my shot. Just making plays, you know what I mean? I just found PJ. Maxey did a great job tonight, just redrive, finding me, and stuff like that. Hardy, too. So just some more opportunity for everybody on the team to go out there and prove what they can do on a nightly basis, really.
Quentin, I asked PJ this, but what's the mindset going up against a legend like LeBron James?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably arguably, if not the best ever. You know what I mean? He had that crazy dunk in the first quarter, and so it was kind of surreal to see somebody 40 years old still doing stuff like that. So, I mean, I've been watching him since I can remember. So it was great to just go up against a guy like that on a nightly basis, really.
I think Jason pointed out was just your ability to rebound tonight. Just how seriously do you take that, knowing you had the ability to get your teammates involved and score?
Yeah, Coach Sampson was on me like that in college, so I kind of give him full credit for that for sure. So, I mean, knowing that we had Gaff or not out, I guess somebody got to come back and rebound for sure.
When you talk about the offense just being more consistent and obviously you guys were, mismatch hunting and trying to get Reeves and connect every single time. What's the key to just doing that over and over again that was different from the past couple games like you mentioned?
Yeah, just keeping it simple, you know what I mean? Just seeking out the worst defender, trying to put him in as many actions as possible and just driving, kicking, and making the right play, really.
Several people tonight have said, well, you kind of have to rebound by committee, and you have to play make by committee, and you have to score by committee. I mean, this is now a different kind of dynamic here for this team in its current state.
I feel like, it's just more opportunity for everybody. You know what I mean? To go out there, show what they can do. Peter can have more opportunity. I'm going to have more opportunity. Najee's back and stuff like that. So just coming together as a unit and just doing it collectively to come together and just string these wins out, really.
Jason mentioned that PJ had a message for the team in the locker room that helped. Just what was the message, and how do you think that translated to the game today?
He just came out and let us know, everybody play that game. Go out there, have fun, and we take it one game at a time. We drop 5 in a row. Just go out there, play for each other, play as a team. We lost 4 in a row early in the season, and we went on that run. So we know we can do. We know we're capable of, and I feel like PJ did a good job of bringing us together for sure before the game.
And before you were in here, PJ said that y'all are locker mates, and he called himself someone that he wants to be a big brother to you. What does y'all's friendship relationship look like on the court as well as off?
Yeah, that's my daughter. I've been knowing PJ since I was young, playing AAU against him and everything, being in Texas. So just having a guy like that, knowing he's gonna have my back no matter what. If it's a scuffle, if it's things going good, things going bad, we talk all the time. Instagram, DM, all that, send each other stuff like that. So he was the first one when I did the LaMelo, LiAngelo Ball thing. He was blowing my phone up and stuff like that. So we have a really good, funny team on this team for sure.
Told us the story about you visiting Kentucky.
Oh yeah. He wanted me to go there out of high school, but just didn't work out like that. But luckily we got to link up on the NBA level, so that's a little better in my opinion.
Quentin, in a similar vein.
Oh man, he probably could have. Nah, I can't say that, but I can't say that, but you know what I mean? Just he did a good job, but just had a lot of guys commit early, but I can't say what he could have did, but yeah.
Quentin, in a similar vein, there's a couple moments you and Jay Hardy shared during the game tonight. What is your rapport like with him?
I mean, Jay, he's a great scorer, you know what I mean? He's kind of been a great influence on me, just teaching me little things. I'm new to the team as well, so he did a good job of just going out there, being a scorer, being in attack mode, and that's what we need from him.
All right, that was Quentin Grimes. Oh, did you have something you want to say?
Yeah, man. Man. It was kind of funny him talking about LeBron James. When Quentin's 24 years old, when LeBron James was a rookie, Quentin Grimes was 2. He was actually 2 years old. That's how old ass LeBron James is. Yeah, Quentin Grimes was 2 years old, still sucking on the pacifier or something. When LeBron James started his rookie year in Cleveland. But yeah, man, Quentin Grimes had a great game today. He had a great game today. But hey, he damn, bro, old ass LeBron James been there a long time. I mean, guys who were sucking on the pacifier, playing up against him head up. But Quentin had a good game. He bet on himself. Mavericks offered him a contract. He said, "No, I'm gonna bet on myself," and so far he's bet right. He's bet right. So he's gonna make a lot of money. I don't know if it's be with the Mavericks, but he's gonna make a lot of money somewhere. But it was a good trade. It was a good trade by Nico Harrison. Getting Tim Hardaway Jr. out of here and bringing him in. He definitely right now got more 20-point games as of right now than Tim Hardaway Jr. did at this same point. He's probably got more 20-point games than Tim Hardaway Jr. does now in the season while he's with the Detroit Pistons. So great trade by Nico. It's paying off big time, man. A guy who can come off the bench, can fill it up, and a guy who can spot start if you need him to.
Well, yes, and we are all excited about Quentin Grimes, even though maybe that's why his name might have come up in trade rumors today. Maybe the Mavericks don't want to pay him, and that's why his name came up in trade rumors. But we'll never know. Well, Kendrick people don't report that. They don't report stuff on Kyrie Irving. That's either here or there. Man. But join us live right now out in the streets. You know him as Anton Marcin on Twitter. They talk guys sports and not too much porn anymore because a guy who can't feel his name below the waist has tried to take it away from him. But he's joining us live now. Lodge, do we have you?
How we doing, guys?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing. Just chilling on it.
Yeah, I was just trying to. Some news came out of. Well, I'm surprised Kendrick didn't send this to us earlier. News coming out about Quentin Grimes' name coming up in trade rumors today, but guess Kendrick's deep throats they don't talk about.
Sir, what are you doing right now? What kind of name is that?
Oh, those are your snitches. What? Yeah, your deep throats.
Wow.
Deep throats.
Yeah, your deep throats. They don't tell you. They didn't tell you anything about that.
What, big boy? I didn't know you get triggered by one name. I mean, if it's been about Luka, you've been cheering hooray, but about the other guy, you get triggered and everything. I mean, that's kind of sensitive.
Well, Luka just is what he is. It just is what he is at this point.
Wow. Tell us what you think about the game while Walt sit up here half stepping over, if I use a slang term in the 90s.
I like I like how they play ball tonight. They shared that thing, and then I do like that they shot the ball well. Of course, like Rick Carlisle always says, it's a make or miss league, right? So you make shots, the other team doesn't. You're 99% of the time you're going to win games. The Mavericks shot the three ball well. From PJ to Grimes, and then as I tweeted earlier, a Hardy party had broke out. And so I think we were all gifted to go to a Hardy party, and we were VIP members of just watching that, man, because, I mean, that was pretty fun to see him get to the rim or set up for the three-point shot. That thing was falling, man. But, yeah, defensive-wise, holding LeBron to 18 points, even though that dunk that he gave y'all, oh, my God. But holding LeBron to 18 or whatever, then AD to 18 or whatever, I think that the Mavericks did really, really well in scoring. The scoring was distributed really, really perfectly. You had your five guys, your two leaders, PJ Washington, and of course the aforementioned Grimes giving you 20, and then everybody else, gave you double figures. I did notice one thing tonight, though. Dorian Finney-Smith was guarding Jaden Hardy, and Hardy was getting by him at will almost. And I do love to see that, and I hope they carry that on. Of course, you got a game here against Portland on the snow day coming up, the big weather event, and that's a game that you owe Portland. You owe Portland for the last game, and then of course back to back with the world split. Wait, no, not the world champion, but back to back with Denver, who's playing right now. So, and they're all home games. So this is what 4 or 5 straight at the house to where now you got to win games. You went down to Houston and parted it away, and then now today, I didn't expect them to beat the Lakers here today. I thought that like AD was going to cook them. I thought that LeBron was going to cook them, but they didn't. And so the Mavericks won this game. Finally got off the schneid, and then so now you gotta look forward to taking care of Portland. And then I think that either Tyree is coming up to where he's about to be playing pretty soon, maybe next week.
No, you got he's out. He's out for a minimum of 2 weeks.
Okay, so I'm looking at maybe the game on maybe the 17th or MLK Day, which is an early game. So yeah, we'll see.
Man, you talk about a busy day on MLK Day. Now we got the Mavs playing at what, like 11 that day, Kendrick? We got the Mavs playing like 11.
11.
And then we're gonna be heading down to the AAC for Monday Night Raw on the same night. Not only that, that's the day that Donald Trump gets inaugurated into being the president.
Jesus Christ! Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
all on MLK Day.
Yeah, well, you had to bust my balls when you said that. But anyway, Tomas, to piggyback on what you said, Jaden Hardy, I'm gonna read you something right here. 15 points. He had 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal in this game. He was basically 50% on threes, 3 of 6, 6-11 overall from the field in 22 minutes. No turnovers. I repeat, no turnovers. That's been Jaden Hardy's Achilles. That's the reason why, and he played good defense. That's the reason why Jaden Hardy can't get on the floor, because he turns the ball over in bad situations. We saw it last night. We talked about it. After he made those 2 big threes last night, he followed up with 2 bad back-to-back turnovers that led to 5 points and basically canceled out what he did the previous 2 possessions. But no turnovers tonight. Played a clean game. And I said this before. If Jaden Hardy wants to stay on the floor, he's got to not turn the ball over, and he's got to be committed to playing defense. That's what's going to keep him on the floor. If he can't do that, Jason Kidd, don't matter what he's scoring, he's going to take him off the floor. He's going to be in and out. I know he's been frustrated this season why he can't get in and why Quentin Grimes is playing over. That's the reason right there. So good game by Jaden Hardy. Hopefully he can keep it up going, especially in that game this coming Thursday against Portland.
I appreciate the game they played, but I'm pretty sure that Jason Kidd, over anybody else, pretty much as a Mavericks fan, to appreciate that game too, because now that gives him more confidence, especially when Luka and Kyrie out. Quentin Grimes can't, Quentin Grimes is gonna need help. Uh, PJ is gonna need help, especially if you can't go big. Last night the Mavericks was big, very big, and it really didn't help him. I think that it starts and ends with guard play, and I think that like Gafford and Lively will thrive whenever the guards are flowing.
Hey, Gafford didn't play tonight, right?
No, he
Yeah, but
he got hurt last night.
Yeah, he
Right,
didn't play.
right.
It's kind of funny how he didn't play and the Mavericks get a win, but it's also kind of funny.
No, Kendrick. It's kind of funny that because he didn't play, things ran just a little bit more smoother out there.
Yeah. Even though Reggie Miller swore he's the starting center on his team,
You gotta,
first quarter.
but still,
Reggie.
You still gotta protect Lively though, because we talked about it here at the bar, man. Like, if you don't protect Lively for himself, and he'll probably basically just get injured, and then he'll play 2 games, he'll get injured again, and play 2 games and get injured again. It's an ongoing thing with him, which is why I don't see the Maverick media and people like us really not engaging in Lively injury prone type stuff. Now, I do like that he was on the court today, but Jasper, we need him out there. Stumbling and bumbling or whatever he does, we still need him out there because he's a great finisher around the rim. Which is so frustrating. And Washington fans had warned us about that when he got traded. They were like, man, he gonna give you a good game, and then after that, he gonna be stumbling and bumbling all over the court. And sure enough, we've been seeing a whole bunch of that. And I'm pretty sure Kendrick over there is getting frustrated with him, but the Mavericks got a good win without. And yeah, we need a few more wins like that. Now I'm sure he may be playing against Portland on Thursday, and then definitely against Joker now on Sunday. Sunday's an early game, and then Tuesday's a very late game. So expect to see Jasper back.
I think Sunday is an ABC game.
Yeah, it's a 2:00 game. Yeah. So yeah, man, like it's a good win tonight. Way to shoot again tonight, because now you're gonna need to get Portland. Portland's a good scoring team, or Portland's a good scoring team against the Mac. So now we gotta get our revenge on that game too.
Portland's a good rep team. Well, if they want to go, Portland wants to go up and down and not really have to think about actually playing offense, just reacting, not just being aggressive and not just reacting on things. That's the key to try to win that game. Make them a half court team, not just going up and down, because that's basically how they want to play. At least the easy basket. That's kind of up in windshield wiper basketball. That's more their speed. That's what happened. That's what happened to the Mavs in that loss to Portland a few weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Portland got into an up and down game, and the Mavericks couldn't keep up with it. But as for Gafford, yeah, man, I do get frustrated with him because like I always say, he plays. He's got a body like Tarzan, but sometimes he plays like James. He every time you see him, he's either on the floor, touching all floors, he's holding something, slow getting up, and you just want him to play big all the time. And he's got good size, got a good NBA size body on him. You just wish he uses it and have the mentality, man. You need him to be I'm not telling him to go be a thug and go murder somebody, but no, you're one of the strongest guys in the NBA. We saw about one game, the play against the Golden State Warriors. He tried to flop play on against Steph Curry. I think we saw the same thing against Dylan Brooks when he tried to take a charge. And Dylan Brooks just put a shoulder in and he looked at him like, dude, what are you doing? It's that kind of stuff that frustrates me with you, man. Play big, play strong, man. And that's all you can ever ask. But when all that flopping and laying on the ground, man, come on. You ain't doing nothing but hurting your basketball team. You doing that.
All right, Kendrick, let's go over to the stats and facts. Uh,
Oh,
get that going.
Stats and facts. Okay. All right, man. Stats and facts brought to you by Fair Best Barbecue. Home of the best smoke meat in the Metroplex, 7509 Boulevard, 26 North Richland Hills, Texas, 76 180. Open actually today through Saturday. Well, I don't know about Thursday.
I don't know about Thursday or Friday.
Thursday, Friday, but Saturday we may be in. But it's 11 to 7. Has outdoor seating. Good for watching sports. Telephone
You
number.
will not be outdoor seating with this weather that's coming to Dallas.
Well, hey man, maybe some extreme guys out there. Maybe we want to trust them.
Yeah, no.
Telephone number 817-918-1497. If you need an event catered or online reservations for a band of your bunch, or if you want to place an order, give them a call, man. I recommend the ribs and the barbecue Frito pie. All right, let's get to the stats and facts, if you will. The Mavericks shoot 52%.
They got oxtails too.
Oh man, they got oxtails. They're ready to go. All right, they Mavericks shoot 52% from three to the Lakers 45%. 52% from the field to the Lakers 45%. The Mavericks also were 47% from three. They were 18 out of 38. That's gonna get it done. Like Tobias said, this is a make or miss league. It's a 3-point shooting league now. Meanwhile, the Lakers not so good. They were 11 out of 35 for 31%. The Lakers did have an edge in free throw attempts. Luka and Kyrie's out, but they were 18 out of 24 for 75%. The Mavericks, meanwhile, they were 10 out of 14 from the free throw line for 71%. Rebounds in favor of the Mavericks. Lakers came in the bigger team, but the Mavericks out rebounded them 44-33. Also on the offensive glass, 11-5. So that edge helped the Mavericks contribute to the Mavericks in the win. Assist also in favor of the Mavericks, 29-20. Sharon is carrying. The Mavericks did that tonight. Both teams had 7 steals apiece. Blocks actually in favor of the Lakers tonight. 6-0. Usually the Mavericks have the block party. It was the Lakers tonight. Six blocks. The Mavericks didn't have any tonight. Total turnovers, the Mavericks had 13 to the Lakers 10. So both teams did a good job of taking care of the ball. The Mavericks gave up 6 points off their 13 turnovers. The Lakers only gave up 4. But fast break points, a 19-5 edge to the Lakers. But the Mavericks, again, the bigger team out there with the Lakers, but the Mavericks edged them out in points in the paint, 52-40 in this game. Let's get to the box score, if you will. Let's start with the Mavericks. PJ Washington, nice game for him. Nice bounce back game with his poor shooting performance last night. 22 points. He was a plus 13. He had 1 steal, 8 rebounds in this game. Guarded LeBron most of the way, so did it on both ends of the floor. He was 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 3 from 3-point from the 3-point mark. He wasn't shooting 6 or 7 like he did last night. He only took 3 and made all 3. That's more like it. He was 9 of 14 overall in 39 minutes. Najee Marshall, 29 minutes. He was 2 of 11 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Continuing to struggle shooting the ball since getting back. He had 7 points. He was a minus 13. Had 1 steal, 2 assists, and 5 boards. Derek Lively, he had 19 minutes because he was mostly in foul trouble tonight, but had 7 points, 6 rebounds in the game. He had 3 assists. That was Coach Gibbs talking about that playmaking. He was 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Spencer Dinwiddie kind of got the Mavericks off to a hot start early in the game. Starting off 35 minutes, he was 8 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds and 8 assists tonight. Also had 1 steal. He was a plus 24. He had 19 points on the day. And Klay Thompson, 13 points. Most of his hit was at the end of the half with those 3 consecutive threes. He had 1 steal, 2 assists, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3 in 29 minutes. Maxi Kleber, 29 minutes. He was 2 of 3 from the field. Did hit a 3 in this game. He had 3 points, 5 assists. He was a plus 21. Only finished up with 5 points. Like Coach Kidd, he was trying to drive the ball, but also had 1 steal in the game. Omax Prosper only played 5 minutes, but they were impactful. Nice defense he played in the game while he was in there. He had 3 points. He was a plus 11. Had 1 assist, 3 rebounds in the game. He was 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, so he was aggressive. Quentin Grimes, 29 minutes. Just talked to him. 8 out of 17 from the field. 6 of 11 from 3. From
23.
the
Ouch.
from the 3 arc. 23 points. He's the high man for the Mavs. He's a plus 13. He had 6 assists and 9 boards in the game. So
Wow, so a man who came off the bench was the highest scorer tonight. And he had 9. Was that 9 assists? He had 9 assists and 9 rebounds.
Yeah, man. I mean, like 9 rebounds, 6 assists.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, hell, they ought to put his ass in trade talks all the time. They ought to put his ass in trade talks all the time if he's gonna be tough playing like this. All right. Where's he going next? Speaking of next, Jayden Hardy said we still trying to look up on Kyrie. But anyway, Jayden Hardy, he had 22 minutes. He had 15 points. He's a plus 13, like I said, but no turnovers in the game. Congratulations, Jayden Hardy. You are the biggest winner of the night. 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 boards in the game. He was 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3 in the game. And also Williams had a minute in the game. He had 4 points in the game. Dwight Powell also got in for a minute. He was a plus 4, had no points, but he had a rebound in the game. For the Los Angeles Lakers, like we said, well, I was scared about this matchup. Anthony Davis, especially after what the last 2 big men did to the Mavericks. Anthony Davis only had 21 points in this game. He was a minus 19, had 2 blocks, 3 steals, 12 boards in the game. 0-2 from 3, 7-9 from the free throw line, 7-18 from the field. Was kind of not aggressive at all in this game. So that was advantage Mavs right there. Hachimura, 26 minutes. He had 6 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 1 board in the game. He was a minus 8.
Kendrick, I hate to stop you real quick, but let me just ask you this. When have you ever seen a team that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double figures, 2 with a double-double, and the team loses a basketball game? How's that even possible?
That's possible because if you look in the game within the game, even though Christian Reeves had double-digit scoring, they were really not effective. And then I said before with Anthony Davis, he was not aggressive in this game.
But you compare that to the Mavs. The Mavs only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in double figures.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like
you had 2 players with a double.
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, and that lets you know. It's AD and LeBron and no, that's it. You know,
it sounds like Jason Kidd went with the mindset. Well, we'll let AD and LeBron get what they're gonna get. We just need to stop these others. We just need to let these other guys.
Yeah. Like I said before, Austin Reeves was not good today. Looking at his number, he was a minus 25. He only had 15 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, one steal. 3 steals in the game. He had 1 assist, 2 rebounds. In the game, he was 5 out of 14, 4 of 11 from 3. So those are bad shooting numbers right there in 32 minutes. Christie, 30 minutes, he was 5 out of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. He was a minus 22, only had 12 points in this game. Also had 2 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists in this game. So the other guys wasn't really contributing. They were scoring points, but it was kind of like a dry point. They hit a 3 here or there, but it wasn't really impactful. Speaking of impactful, LeBron James had an impactful dunk. That was about it for him. 18 points, he had 8 assists and 10 rebounds. Like I said, almost a triple-double, but he was a minus 12 in this game. Really couldn't get his footing off or his fingerprint.
That dunk was so good. Even Tomas had to give him props earlier.
But really couldn't get his footing in the game after that dunk. Couldn't believe his imprint. He was 1 of 4 from 3. Give PJ Washington credit. They guarded him good, 6 out of 12 from the field. Did a great job defending him in 35 minutes. I don't know if you ran out of gas after that dunk or what, but from the second quarter on, he really didn't look like he had his legs in the game. But moving on to former Maverick Dorian Finney-Smith, 28 minutes. He was 3 of 4 from 3. Had 11 points. Had a nice night. He was a plus 3. Had 3 rebounds in the game. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So a nice night for Dorian coming back. Hayes, 12 minutes. He had 1 point. He was a -5, 3 rebounds. The former Longhorn, 2 blocks, one steal. He's one player away from being in China. As far as I'm concerned. Only reason he's not there because LeBron likes him. But anyway, moving on. Gabe Vincent, 24 minutes. He had no impact. He was 0 of everything. 0 of 4 from the field total. 0 of 3 from 3. He had no points. He was a -5. Had 2 assists, 1 rebound in this game. Also, Dalton Connect, 16 minutes, 13 points. He's a -8. 1 block. He was 5-8 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Bronny James got in for a minute. Was a -4. Didn't have a stat in there. And Walt, there's your stats and facts of this Mavericks win. Finally breaking a 5-game losing streak. Hoping to get a 5-game winning streak on it. Brought to you by Very Best Barbecue. Back to you, Walt Chisholm.
Man, what an impactful night. All right, Kendrick, you want to give the scores before we get out of here real quick?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the scores, man. Around the NBA, man. Let's get the scores. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. Let's get to the scores. It's about 7 games in association tonight. 4 finals and 3 games going on as we speak right now. Let's get to the finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves. Finally, they end a losing streak and the Pelicans continue one. Timberwolves beat the New Orleans Pelicans 104-97. As we know, the Los Angeles Lakers were defeated by our Dallas Mavericks 118-97. Big game by Quentin Grimes. The Houston Rockets, boy, they played the Washington Wizards. I don't have to tell you what happened. It wasn't the Washington Wizards that won this game. Rockets, easy win. They were resting guys at the end of the third quarter on this one. Speaking of teams struggling, the Wizards say we suck, but at least we ain't the Suns. We ain't got that high-pass payroll. The Charlotte Hornets, this game's got so bad. LaMelo Ball was doing trick shots out there. Guys were staring KD down like after busting threes in his mouth. Good grief, it was bad for the Suns. 115-104. The Hornets defeat the Phoenix Suns. Games in progress. The Atlanta Hawks with a 5-point lead over the Utah Jazz. That's early in the fourth quarter, 103-98. At halftime on TNT. The game you can watch right now. The Celtics and Nuggets are even up at 57 apiece. And at halftime, the Miami Heat lead the Golden State Warriors by 13, 61-48. Walt, and that's the scores around the association. Back to you, Walt Chisholm and Tovar.
Yeah, they might go ahead and get the Jimmy Butler deal done while they're there. Might just say, Jimmy, just come on over here.
Man, listen, the Charlotte Hornets were doing trick. The Hornets were doing trick shots. It got so bad for the Sun. They were doing trick shots up there, man, laughing at it. Good grief.
Yeah, they need to go ahead. They need to go ahead and do. They need to probably do the Jimmy Butler for what's the name, Bradley Beal trade themselves.
People used to fear KD. Now you got Charlotte Hornet players busting threes in KD's mouth and staring them down as they walk to the other side of the court. Good grief.
Well, guys, I got my ticket this morning for Monday Night Raw, so I'm officially in the building. We're gonna be in the building on the 20th, having a good time. Kendrick is coming. Kendrick's gonna get to enjoy the suite and everything. It's gonna be a real good time if you're coming to the AC. Look for us out there, man. Gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
I hope Roman's there. I really do hope Roman Reigns. I can boo the hell out of him. I will not be holding up no damn ones.
There will not be any booing. There will not be any
I will be the guy booing.
Roman Reigns. Yeah, there will only be a raising of the one.
I will be saying, Roman, you suck.
I want those Kobe's. I want those Kobe's he had on last night.
Those Kobe's was sweet. That was sweet last night.
Those Kobe's was fire.
Yeah.
I thought they were good, but those Kobe's.
Listen. All the booing I will be doing at the Raw show of Roman Reigns, there will be nothing compared to how Hulk Hogan got his ass booed right after into it dome last night. It was the funniest thing I ever seen last night, and that was
funny. They got to stop. WWE's got to stop bringing him
bringing him out.
Yeah. We don't care about him.
And especially bringing them out to a state that Kamala Harris won, especially after he said he wanted to punch Kamala Harris in the face. That's not gonna go well for you. In that state.
Did y'all see the who was the ex-punter? What's his name?
Go to the punter from Kansas City?
No, the ex-punter dude, Pat McAfee. Did y'all see?
Yeah.
They did like a skit on the show. They did a skit on the show. He had a guy dressed up as Hulk Hogan and pretty much address the booing situation. It was pretty funny. You gotta check it out. It was funny though.
That sounds like something Pat McAfee would do. Yeah, man. Well, I don't know. Thursday, I'm supposed to be going to the reunion tower for the Dallas Wings for the new head coach announcement, but it might not look like that might be going down through Skype. I'll be attending through Skype and not at the reunion tower.
It's just gonna be snow, a little bit of water.
So what you mean?
Yeah, but they said it's Thursday morning. So while they was like it's supposed to be sleet nice. So what you saying is just like the same old with the WNBA. We do it on Skype. Let's do it on Skype. Yeah, I wanted to go down to the reunion tower. Either that or they might postpone it. I haven't seen them say they're gonna postpone anything yet.
Well, maybe you need to get on Skype so you can ask the questions, man. Ask the questions the fans want to have.
Well, yeah, because I would like to talk to Kurt Miller off to the side 1-on-1, ask him why didn't Christy Sides get a fair shake here?
Wow. I like to hear that. That.
They're not gonna let him ask that question.
No, that's why I said I'd like to pull him off to the side and ask him that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask him that in the middle of a post game.
As Ms. Lou gonna get to play this year.
I'm pretty sure everybody will see the floor.
We will find out. Hopefully the Wings will be a Final Four team. Even with the addition of the two teams, Toronto and the Valkyries, the Tempo and the Valkyries, we'll see how the Wings fare this year. But I mean, the main important question is not Paige. It's not Paige, but will Satu be a Dallas Wing next year going forward?
If Satu the Dallas Wing, the Wings will be a Final Four team next season.
I don't know. Paige show is getting a lot of bumps and hurting her leg and stuff. She may not really want to come to Dallas. We might need to wait. We might need to wait on Hannah Hidalgo or Olivia Miles.
Listen. I know you like the little short, big head girl, but nah. We're not dealing with a little short,
big head.
Wow.
I know you like the little short, big head girl. You don't fell in love with her, but
wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, you better hope they don't. You better hope they don't hear you say that. You better hope they don't hear you say that.
This is the easiest choice you gotta make. It's easy. Make the pick.
It's a no-brainer, but they had an easy choice last year.
Listen, that was different. That was different people running the show. That was different people. That was different people running the show. This choice is easy.
But the same dude is still with the organization. So we will find out.
Listen. You just lock them in the room somewhere and tell them, tell them, hey, so we got something in the room. Just accidentally put the door stopper underneath the door and make sure he don't come out whatever office you in. If that's the case, this is easy. This is purely easy.
Take the Johnny Manziel apart from him.
Yeah, exactly. Put him up against the wall. And say, hey, you blanked this up last year. You ain't gonna blank this up this year.
Okay,
all right, man. Well, we're gonna be back Thursday night. Of course, we'll all be in attendance because we'll all be at home because we'll be ice and snowed in at that night.
I'm going to the game.
Okay, so you're going to the Portland game.
I'm going to the game. Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, Tobias, can you share the Mavericks on? In the
This
sleep
little
snow.
sleet and snow ain't scaring me, dude. Like, we're going. We're gonna be there.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Well, so you're gonna risk your life for the Portland Trailblazers, huh?
Oh yeah, we gonna be there. I'm paying for the ticket.
Tobias ain't scared, man. Tobias said he'll do 90. He'll do 90 down in the
Stay away
freeway.
from my car.
Well, no matter what weather condition it is.
If you're going to the game, or if you're on the streets of Dallas, stay away from that black Honda Accord going down the street.
Tobias
Yeah,
said.
we won't have to worry about it. We won't have to worry about it because you'll be the only one driving.
Tobias said he don't even stop when the cop got the lights on. Just keep going.
It's gonna look like when it's the road's gonna look like when you were an essential worker that one time when you were the only one driving to go to work back during the pandemic.
So during
You was the only one
COVID,
driving
I
out
was
there.
that guy. Yeah, during COVID, I was on the street. This little 2-day weather event and it scared me, y'all. I'm saying.
Okay. Well, it's really technically only for one day.
I told my boss, "Where my check?" Where my check?
Okay. All right then. So yeah, man. So we'll be back Thursday night. Apparently, me and Kendrick will be at home, and Vosh will be sliding into the AAC, literally and figuratively speaking. He'll be sliding right in.
He may be literally slide.
He's literally sliding right in there.
What kind of car you drive,
AAC.
Tobias? What kind of car you drive, Tobias?
A black Honda sitting on them things.
And it has some rims, so them tires ain't no good.
Who's that?
Them tires ain't no good.
Whoa! It said, who's that? What's that black Honda sitting on Dirk statue faces on the face of Dirk statue?
Yeah, they're gonna say, well, it just came. They're gonna say, well, it came sliding in. It just came sliding right on in.
That boy been knocked he better knock the basketball off Dirk statue, man. Come on, Tobias, don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, man. So we'll be back Thursday night. But until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, then we'll see you around live this Thursday night. Stay warm and stay safe. And if you're driving on Thursday, you and Tobias gonna be sliding around out there.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.